I wake up to like new headlines of like Ishq Vishk Rebound does this much number and that much number, and for me those numbers are very exciting. It was very special because my entire family of like 15, 20 people flew down from Delhi and all parts of the country, and they came and they saw the film with me. It's funny that when I was 15 years old, I quit everything and I came to Bombay to act. More than anything else, I think it comes from my father and my brother. You know, they're also very soft people.
Can you just say hi to my friend Krupa over there? She's like a huge fan of yours.
Hi, why should I just say hi? Come, I'll give you a hug. Thank you, Krupa. Thank you so much. So sweet. आप सब पूछ लोगे तो फिर how is the excitement left? आप wait करो ना थोड़ा सा.
What do you think will the conversation between Raghav and Rishi would be, considering they know each other's life and their, you know,
That's
what?
a wild question. I've never thought about that.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Andheri W and you're watching me on Pop Diaries channel on It's Popping with Rohit Saraf. Well, मुझे फिर भी बोलना तो पड़ेगा कुछ शब्द यार, because he is a heartthrob. He is my heartthrob. ये वो हैं जो सबकी खुशी का कारण है. उनको देखते हैं तो हमें स्माइल करते हैं हम. क्यों? क्योंकि अपने आप स्माइल निकल जाती है यार. Look at his smile. दिल धड़का देती है. Look at his characters he's playing. Green Flags, the most relatable, like दिल छू जाने वाले characters हैं. And वो खुद भी अपने charming personality से दिल छू जाते हैं. But we know more about Rohit in this. It's Popping with Rohit. So welcome, one and only Rohit Saraf to Pop Diaries.
Thank you so much. This is honestly, I feel like it happens so often that you go to events and you go to places and you're introduced, but I feel like it never gets easier. I get as awkward each single time because I'm sitting over here and she's saying all these nice things. I'm like, sab jhoote. But thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for coming in, meeting with us. I feel so nice. I feel so special. Thank you. I'm very, very. आप लोगों में से कितने लोगों ने फिल्म देखी? This is very bad, very bad. जितने लोगों के हाथ खड़े नहीं हुए, क्यों नहीं देखी अभी तक आप लोगों ने? 3 दिन हो गए अब तो.
उनको टिकट नहीं मिली, रोहित.
टिकट मैं बुक करके देता हूँ. आप मेरे साथ देखी आपने. हाँ, नहीं, but बाकी लोगों ने जिन्होंने नहीं देखी है, you tell me why you all haven't watched it. It's been 3 days. House full. ये ऐसे बहाने तो मत मारो. बुक माई शो खोल के तो देखो. No, but thank you for having me. Thank you for coming and seeing us, guys. It's very, very sweet. Thank you.
But Rohit, I have to ask you, you're already getting a lot of good, reactions for anybody who's watched the film. They've enjoyed. I have watched the film and I've enjoyed it thoroughly. I'll give you a context. उस दिन ना मैं बहुत stressed में थी. बहुत ज़्यादा. I was literally, I'll tell you, I was crying. Because sharing with you, this is nothing for me. I can share this with you.
Oh.
I was crying the whole morning and I was very stressed. But then suddenly I went into this movie. I watched this film. You are the first thing on the screen. And I just, हो गया, खत्म, वहीं पे. सारा stress निकल गया, everything. And I relaxed, I enjoyed, I cheered. I think I even danced in my seat a little bit on Ishq Vishk.
Thank you.
It was very lovely. But how are you feeling right now at this moment?
I feel all kinds. Firstly, thank you for coming and cheering me on my special night. I feel like this has been a dream for me for the last 12 years, where I wanted to see myself on the big screen and do all the things that I got to do in Ishq Vishk Rebound. And it was very special because my entire family of like 15, 20 people flew down from Delhi and all parts of the country, and they came and they saw the film with me. Funny thing, I feel like I can't complain too much to you guys about not watching the film because I haven't watched it either so far. Tonight is the first time I'm actually going to go to a theatre, book the tickets, pay for it and go and watch it. I didn't want to watch it at the screening because I also feel like it's very, very awkward for me to actually sit with so many people and see myself on the big screen. So I thought that I'm going to book myself a theatre and I'm going to go and watch it. So I'm going to be watching it for the first time. But so far, जो भी reactions मिल रहे हैं लोगों से, from the film critics, from the fraternity, from every single person who's watched it. Unfortunately, the medium to know is now just social media. You don't get to interact so much. But yesterday we went to Pune for a promotional event, and we went to this mall called Seasons Mall, and the entire mall was packed with people. You know, all floors. When we entered, we saw that. And I had only seen all of these in like other people's videos, you know, other people's promotional videos. Like I remember the last time I saw something like that was when Deepika Padukone was promoting, I think, Padmavat. And I saw that, you know, she had entered a mall and there was this massive crowd and everyone cheering for Deepika. And I used to wonder, you know, if I will ever have an opportunity like this in my life where I will get so much love. And yesterday that happened, and it was the most special feeling. So right now, I'm a mixed bag of all kinds of things, you know, because of course there's one part of it which is very, very happy that okay, that dream is now realized. But the second part of it is, okay, what now? Like I had been waiting for this for so long. Ab to ye ho gaya, to ab what's next? Of course, like there are projects and stuff that you're going to work on, but it's almost like a weird sense of like separation anxiety from the project because you work on it for so long and you give so much to it, and then suddenly, like till now, there was like a countdown that, oh, you know what, 20 days to go, 19 days to go, oh guys, we're in the release week, oh 3 days to go, 2 days to go, and now suddenly it's like it's out. It's really weird when I go and promote. Up until yesterday, we were so used to saying it's releasing on the 21st of June. Even after it released and we were going, it was so natural for me to say it's releasing on the 20th, then I realized it's already, shit, I'm not supposed to say that. But I realized that it's already released. Sorry, जो भी record कर रहा है, please डालना मत. मैंने last time I was in front of the paps, I showed my middle finger. I was like, what the hell is going on? So yeah, as you can tell, I'm a mess, but a very, very happy mess. Yeah.
A hot mess also.
Oh wow, thank you.
Okay. But do you think, you know, you as an actor, you've worked for so many projects right now, and they're all wonderful projects, you know, worked with such big people as well. Ritik, Rani, Priyanka, Alia. I want to know, do you feel the pressure as an actor now that your film is released? You are feeling that pressure ki, you know, box office mein kaisa kar raha hai? Do you even think about it?
You know, actually, of course, there are conversations around it. You know, it's like I treated this project like any other project. Like for me, I didn't look at it any differently than I looked at, let's say, a Mismatched, right? Because for me, it was going onto a set and preparing for the part and then pretty much just performing, listening to my director. But there are so many conversations, like every single day, I wake up to like new headlines of like Ishq Vishk Rebound does this much number and that much number, and for me those numbers are very exciting. I've never known of these numbers being attached to my name, so for me those numbers are very exciting. I obviously do not understand the math behind it. I think my producers do. As of right now, when I speak to my producers, they are also very happy. If they are acting and they are, you know, not telling me the truth, then there's a whole different thing altogether. But as of right now, I so far have never taken the kind of pressure ki arey, matlab box office numbers and all of that. I don't know enough about it to care enough about it.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to say that, oh, you know, I'm better than that and I don't give a damn about the numbers. I'm sure there will be a point in my life where I will. As of right now, I'm just very, very happy that I was able to fulfill a dream. Yeah.
Absolutely. And you have fulfilled the dream.
Yeah.
Like, you know, someone said on the day when we met,
Yeah.
screening it,
Yeah.
you were right.
Oh, thanks.
Finally.
Yeah, Akash said that. Yeah, it's so sweet.
Yeah. And I want to tell you one thing. When I watched the film, I kept thinking, if Rohit would not have been an actor, what would he have done? क्योंकि हम तो बहुत बड़े talent को, you know, miss out करते हैं.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But I would want to know what you would have done if not acting. And when do you think ये कीड़ा, you know, it kind of cartofied you?
You know, it's actually a great question because I think about it a lot. I think about what I would want to do if I didn't act. and for the longest time, I didn't know what else I would do if I wasn't acting. I knew that like growing up, I always wanted to be a dancer and see myself on TV. Like that used to be my dream. I remember my first ever audition in my life was for this dance reality show called Dance India Dance. So I'd given my first audition of my life in that show, and I got like heavily rejected. Like first round, and I was out. I remember preparing a piece for like 45 seconds because that was the mandate that you're supposed to prepare for 45 seconds, and they stopped music in like 15 seconds, and I was like, wow, ऐसा rejection मेरी life में कभी नहीं मिला मुझे. So I remember wanting to always be a dancer and see myself on the TV, but it was my dad who always wanted me to become an actor. And I've spoken about this in the past. I don't want to bore everyone about that, but I kind of thought that I want to be an actor after I lost my dad at 12, and then things happened. But it's funny that when I was 15 years old, I quit everything and I came to Bombay to act. And I didn't go back to finish my education and stuff. So when I came to Bombay and I started doing that for the last 12 years, I did not think about anything else in my life. Like I did not think about what if this doesn't work. Like there was no plan B. But as I'm doing more and more projects, I'm now beginning to think of plan B. I don't know why and I can't quite make sense of it. But I do know that if I were to ever do anything else in my life, I think I would want to be a photographer. Either a photographer or if I'm skilled enough, then maybe a DOP. But otherwise, I really, really enjoy taking photographs of people. So I think I would want to be a photographer.
अरे अच्छा है, you stay in front of the camera. देख तो सकते हैं.
मतलब I feel like before I can make this promise to you, I need to be courageous enough to make this promise to myself. So I feel like I'm not there yet. I am not entirely sure if this is something that I want to do for the rest of my life. But yeah, I do think that at some point, even if I don't, let's say, stop acting, I know for a fact that at some point in my life, I will buy myself a camera and get into photography for sure.
And he will travel the world and he will be the photographer that we will all follow. Because एक वो अच्छा दिखता है और second वो अच्छे photos लेता है.
Thank you.
Okay. You know, since 10 years down the line in the industry and now more and counting, the characters that you've picked now, they're very good. There's a lot of goodness in them. There's a lot of brightness in them. They bring happiness and cheer to everybody around themselves and to the people who are watching it. But they also relate to it because kahin na kahin there are some flaws as well, like छोटे flaws.
Of course.
So I want to know, in these characters, इनसे निकल के, will there ever be a point where Rohit Saraf will choose to do an anti-hero or a grey shade character?
I am doing one right now.
Really?
I am doing one right now where we're going to talk about it very, very soon.
You will talk about it now.
No, I don't think so. But we will talk about it very, very soon. And the kind of character that I'm playing in that is the opposite of a chocolate boy, lover boy, hero, none of those things. It's literally the opposite. It's anti-hero, it's grey, and it's exciting. So I'm beginning to branch out little. I think it's also, you don't, it's like when you're learning to ride a bicycle, you always do it with those 3 tires. It's only when you're confident with that is when you remove 1 tire. So I feel like that is where I'm at right now, where so far I needed to find my feet in my line of work, in my industry, in the kind of things that I'm capable of doing. And once I was very, very confident about that, I think it's also then when I could convince other people that, what, I'm capable of much more. So yeah, I think that's where I'm at now. I've shot for most of it. And it's very exciting. I promise you'll not be able to recognize the lover boy that you've always seen on screen.
We love the lover boy, but I think it's a spicy mix to the whole lover boy thing as well.
Yeah.
It would be like Dar.
Sorry?
हम शाहरुख खान के fans
आप सब पूछ लोगे तो फिर how is the excitement left? आप wait करो ना थोड़ा सा.
So basically it's like Dar.
Huh?
It's basically like that.
I'm not saying
Guys,
anything.
it's like that.
I'm not saying
You're
that
gonna fall
Manjari
in
is
love.
saying it.
There's gonna be another Shah Rukh Khan in the making.
Absolutely. Bhai. No, it's not anything like that. It's not like anything. Please, this is very, very different. You wait for it.
Okay, cool. I
Yeah.
will wait for it. You know, be it a Rishi, be it a Raghav, right now, the people are loving, like all these people would also agree, they are loving characters which are ordinary, which are relatable, which are basically characters which we completely
Yeah.
relate to. I want to know, how do you feel cinema has changed over the years when it comes to characters for males? You can, I'll tell you the context. हमेशा female में पूछा जाता है ये चीज़. मेल्स को कभी पूछा नहीं जाता है कि ट्रांजिशन कैसे हुआ है. उनको मैचो मैन से अभी हम लोग एक बहुत ही एंड्यूरिंग सॉफ्ट कैरेक्टर्स में भी देखते हैं. तो हाउ डू यू फील द सिनेमा हैज चेंज्ड?
I feel like I've not been around enough to be able to answer this question correctly or make a blanket statement about it. But what I can tell you is that I feel that now the characters are a lot more relatable. You know, it's characters that are realistic. When you look at them, you feel like I know these people. Like you're able to recognize people from your life into those characters, which is why I feel like even the stories that are told today are a lot more realistic. Of course, there are also other films which are, larger than life and exciting, because that's also what cinema is, right? You get to have that liberty of creating something that doesn't necessarily exist. But at the same time, I feel like today the characters that are loved so widely and deeply are characters that are very, very relatable. Those are people that you meet in your life. Those are people that you know in your life. You know, when you look at a Raghav and Ishvish rebound, you know of that friend who always I need to stop. Who you know of?
This is okay.
You know of that friend who always fucks up. You know of that friend who's always confused. So I feel like that is one major shift that has happened, and it's exciting because I like knowing about those stories. I like the fact that your heroes are not necessarily the macho men. Of course, those are also there, but there's also place for heroes who do not have muscles. So I feel like those are exciting things. That's
Absolutely.
happening. Yeah.
And we adore you, so obviously.
Thank you.
Okay. Now a little bit thoda personal होते हैं, because there is something I really want to know. You seem like the person who would, be the perfect person. ये तो लड़कियां definitely agree करेंगे और करेंगे तो हाँ बोलना. So the person we would like to take to our parents, the perfect person,
Okay.
warm, loving, happy, smiley. I want to know how your family has played a role in it, in bringing this kind of warmth and happiness in you.
Oh. No, see, also you see me mostly in front of the media, so it's not always like this. I just want to give a very clear disclaimer that it's not always like this. It's not always warm and happy and exciting and like, I'm reading this term golden retriever boyfriend on the internet a lot. It's not always that kind of personality. I do feel like I have my own days. There are days where I'm not necessarily feeling very warm towards people. There are days where I'm not necessarily the happiest person in the room. So a lot of it is also perception, I feel. But I do have an inherent kind of, I'm not somebody who'd pick a fight or get nasty with people. That's just not me, because I just feel like it's harder to do that. I feel like it's easier to be kind than to be rude to somebody. I just feel like I would have to make an effort to come to you and be, nasty with you. So I feel like it's inherent in me. It's because I've seen my mom my entire life be like that. It's because I've seen my 3 sisters, my sister-in-law, they've all been like that around me. I've grown up with them. So I feel like a lot of it comes from that. But more than anything else, I think it comes from my father and my brother. They're also very soft people. They're not the kind of fathers you typically see in films where, the father and the son, they don't really get along, or they don't talk too much. I didn't come from that kind of background. So I feel like it's just upbringing. I came in from that background where it was very normal to be kind and not like, oh, you know what, the best quality about you is that you're kind. No, but that's like a given. You have to be that. So yeah, I think a lot of it is to do with my family. Yeah.
Wow, super. Lastly,
Yeah.
my last question before I open the floor to the Q&A.
Yeah.
And before that, obviously, I have something fun also.
Okay.
But lastly, you recently said about being lost when you first came to Bombay. You recently talked about being lost in Bombay. And somehow, it kind of, struck me as someone like in this world of glamour, people tend to lose themselves very, very easily. Be
Okay.
it for some reason or the other. I would like to know, has Rohit Saraf finally found himself?
So I want to tell everyone that when I spoke about being lost in Bombay, I did not necessarily mean like lost here, but I was physically lost. I wasn't like, oh my god, I'm so lost, I can't find myself. It wasn't like that. I was genuinely lost. It was my first day being alone in the city. I was 15 years old and I can't make sense of it. I've spoken about it. I can't make sense of it. How does a 15-year-old boy who's right outside his house gets lost? It makes no sense, but I think I just got overwhelmed by the fact that I was alone in a city where I did not know anybody for the first time in my life. मतलब so much so कि मुझे ऐसे school trips पे भी जाना allowed नहीं था. I wasn't allowed to like go to my cousin's house for like night stays and stuff because it was just like my father he just never wanted me to go anywhere because he loved me that much, which also makes no sense to me. But
It does to me. My mom is the same.
Okay, great.
And I've never been anywhere. So
Great, thank you for validating my entire childhood right now. But I was physically lost. I couldn't find my house for some reason, and I freaked out for a moment. And then I called my brother, who was on his way to the airport after he dropped me. He's like, "What is wrong with you? Just ask somebody where your house is. They'll tell you." So I did that, and I found my house. So I wasn't all that lost. But does the second part of the question still stay valid? Okay. Have I? What was
have
was
you
the
found yourself? Has Rohit Saraf found Rohit Saraf?
I think it's an ongoing journey, right? Every day you find yourself in a situation which is new for you. Every single time when I'm on a set, the dynamics are very, very different. Every time I walk into a new film, the way the set functions is very, very different. And I feel like it's a constant kind of I hate this word now, journey, but like it's a constant journey of kind of trying to find yourself. So as of right now, I feel pretty settled. I feel that I know what I'm doing, and I feel like the decisions that I've made in my life are sound and well thought of. Having said that, tomorrow morning I would wake up and I would suddenly not know what the hell is going on. So I feel like it's a constant struggle, and I feel like it's also exciting. While it might be exhausting, I feel like it's also exciting to constantly have to work hard to be able to steer your life in the direction that you want it to.
Super. Now we'll do some namkeen baatein.
Namkeen baatein.
Yes.
Okay.
As you know, it has
With
been
salt.
Yes. Powered by Swad Anusar, the first India's first liquid salt.
Okay.
It's a great thing.
Okay.
So first thing, it will be rapid fire, na Rohit? बहुत जल्दी बोलना पड़ेगा.
ठीक है, okay, done.
Okay, cool. I'm training you for Coffee with Karan.
Okay.
What is your guilty pleasure?
My guilty pleasure, soya sticks. That's normal. You don't eat soya sticks. You're missing out in
I have
life.
soya sticks, but I thought you would say waffles.
Oh yeah, I mean of course desserts and all, but like I just had soya sticks at home. That's why I'm saying soya sticks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's the last person you stalked on Instagram?
The last person I stopped.
Okay. How much does Rohit Saraf charge for a movie? बताओगे?
A lot? No, I wish. Who said a lot? Who said that? आप दे रहे हो मुझे बहुत सारे पैसे?
अरे मेरा मन करे मैं सारे दे दूँ.
नहीं, this is not a question I would like to answer.
Okay, fine. What is the most spontaneous thing you have ever done?
Flew to another country to see somebody.
ये कौन है?
मतलब spontaneous, मतलब I booked my tickets and then I waited for the visa. So it was as spontaneous as that, but that was the most spontaneous thing I did. I booked
Please
my
tell me
tickets.
that it was a family member. मेरा दिल टूट जाएगा किसी लड़की के लिए मतलब हद हो गई है
It wasn't a family member. Let me just say.
Will you ever date someone from someone your family does not approve of?
But why will my family not approve? मैं ऐसी चीजें सोचता ही नहीं हूँ. No, they'll approve.
You're good, yeah. What is the craziest thing a fan has ever done for you?
Tattooed my name. That was crazy. I feel really so Vidhi, if you're watching this video, I have to tell you, I'm very sorry for behaving the way I did back then. I did not behave badly. I just ran away from there because this was like 9 years ago, and we were doing a rehearsal for this really fun ad that I was doing for Engaged Dio. I was, there was this dancing bits. I was dancing. I was rehearsing for that. And this girl, she was constantly, I don't know how she knew that I was there. She was outside at the window and she kept waiting. And somebody from the rehearsal hall came and told me that, somebody's waiting for you outside. I was very confused. So I went out and I saw that she started crying and she said that she tattooed my name on her ring finger. And she showed me that. And I looked at her and I said, thank you so much. And then I immediately went inside because I was so awkward. Someone had never done that for me and I got very awkward. So Vidhi, if you're watching this, I'm very sorry. I promise you, if I see you now, I'm going to give you a hug. That's it, if you've not removed my name already. I wouldn't be surprised if she's removed my name after what happened that day. But thank you, Vidhi.
Wow.
Yeah.
But don't worry, you've tattooed your name on the hearts of many people.
Oh wow, thank you.
And with that statement, I will move over to the Q&A round.
Okay.
With these very wonderful people who have come over here, I want to give them a chance to actually interact with the star himself.
I was just wondering, why are they sitting and hearing us talk? They may not even be interested, but I like this round where they get to ask me questions.
What do you mean?
No, I love talking to you. That's not what I mean. But like they didn't have to be a part of it. Is what I was thinking.
Okay, cool. So who's first?
It's on.
So, Ishmash,
And what's your name?
Oh, my name is Shreyasi.
Shreyasi.
Yes.
Shreyasi. Okay, hi Shreyasi.
Hi. There's a question there.
Oh, my question's what?
Can I come there and ask you a question?
Yeah, of course.
So, Ishmash Revang has hit a chord with the audiences all over. And
Yeah.
so, what are the similarities and differences between you and Raghav?
Similarities is that for the longest time I feel like I had, so Raghav, whoever has watched it, shame on y'all who has not watched it, but for people who have watched it, if you see that Raghav is a bit of a confused boy, and he often makes decisions in his life that he regrets. He is also somebody who finds it very hard to say no to his friends or anybody for that matter, and that's why he hates confrontation. So I feel like I could relate to a certain amount of a certain degree for that, but also I've now learned how to draw those boundaries in my life. So we're very different, and no, I've not been in a rebound relationship. So that's how we're different. Yeah.
Love it.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to watching the movie. I've not watched it yet. So I just noticed that you just mentioned that you're going to watch the movie. Where are you going? So that
I am.
I'll not let you run away
No, I won't. I've become better. Yeah, I don't behave like that anymore.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shreyasi.
Okay, who's next? Come on. Adam.
Should I talk about this?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. Oh, of course, bro,
He
please.
gives the best jhappis, by the way. I never miss them.
अब pressure हो गया मुझे. How are you, bro?
I'm good.
Thank you so much.
It's lovely seeing you. And can you just say hi to my friend Krupa over there? She's like a huge fan
Hi,
of yours.
Krupa. Hi. Why should I just say hi? Come on, give you a hug. Sweet.
She wants to get a tattoo of your name.
No, you must not. I disapprove. You must not. Thank you, Krupa. Thank you so much. So sweet. Thank you.
It's your girlfriend?
No, she's my friend.
Okay.
Okay, so my question to you is,
Yes.
you worked with many A-lister celebrities. So how was your experience working with them, like Alia, Ritik, Priyanka, and Rani, and what were your best learnings from them?
See, that's a question that if I start to answer, it'll take a very very long time because I feel like they're incredible people. Before I think they're huge mega stars. I think they're great people, and I truly believe that it's people who work tremendously hard and are kind always goes a long way. So I feel like that is one of the qualities that every single actor that I've worked with kind of had. I think what my favorite learning from all of them is that they really truly believe in making sure that the people around them also grow with them. It's not, you always have the perception that when you see actors, they only care about themselves and they only want to kind of make sure that they are the ones shining. But I feel like the one thing that my producer told me is that film is always bigger than you. No matter who you are, the film is always bigger, and I feel like they've truly imbibed that in their lives. So I've only had the opportunity to work with them on films, and over there they truly manifested, they truly exhibited that the film was bigger than them, and so I've learned that from them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And we'll take the last question. I'm very sorry, but last question.
Oh.
Okay. So first her. She's been waiting for a very long time.
Oh, what's up? Very good.
Hi, I'm Arishita. My question is actually, it's a question from me and my friend Bhumika.
Yes.
She's not here, unfortunately, she's
Yes.
not feeling well.
Okay.
But yeah, the question is, what do you think will the conversation between Raghav and Rishi would be, considering they know each other's life and their,
That's a
whatever.
wild question. I've never thought about that.
Yeah.
Wow, Arishita, thank you. Now when I think about it, they're both so non-confrontational. It's damn funny. I think they might just talk about the individual love lives and discuss how they both equally fuck up because of the confrontation. I think that might be the conversation. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, that would be all. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
But
Thank you.
we have gifts for you.
Okay.
The love doesn't end.
Okay.
One more? Okay. Please. She's come with a gift.
Of course, you
Please
must.
come.
So pretty. Thank you. What's your name?
Prachi.
Prachi. Thank you so much.
Please
It's so sweet. Thank you.
Nothing in comparison. So, yeah.
Thank you.
So recently in your interview you said that you don't mind dating a fan, right? अभी competition का बना दिए सबके लिए. So I want to know your concept of an ideal woman that you can swipe right.
मुझे भी बता दो.
सबके लिए थोड़ा easy हो जाएगा.
Firstly, I would not like to swipe right on anybody. I feel like it's such a thing that we use on because of the online dating now. I feel like swipe right in real life is pretty derogatory. So I wouldn't want to do that. But I feel like also I said I didn't mind dating a fan, but I didn't mind dating a human being. It does not necessarily mean that I'm open to dating right now. I'm just saying that. But for an ideal woman, I think you need to be extremely independent and ambitious, because I feel like I've seen that growing up in my household. I feel like it's extremely exciting for me to meet not just somebody I would like to date, but anybody. Whenever I meet somebody, I think I find it very, very attractive when they're ambitious about their life and they want to take charge of their own life. So I feel like that is one of the biggest kind of qualities that I would want in a woman that I would like to date. And
Hearing what he's saying, I couldn't take my eyes.
you can't hear me.
She can't take her eyes off.
Oh wow.
वही हो रहा है जो मेरे साथ होता है हमेशा और क्या.
Oh, thank you. So I think that would be one of the biggest qualities that I would look for. Also, I really like. Acha, now it will sound like I'm flirting, but I'm being very, very honest. I really, really like girls with long hair. So that's if I had to think of like a physical appearance, then that would be it.
बस अभी सब लोग brown hair करके देखो.
I said long hair, not brown hair.
Again, I'm not listening. Long hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Sorry? Of course. Thank you.
Guys.